of you, and in the chat, yes or no, is there a team you would say will be a part of the 12-team playoff, whether they win a game or not, that you would bet a body part?
Well, God, no.
A body part? No, I don't get. No, I'm not going to do that for
Gary?
anything.
Finger?
I mean, I might put my pinky toe on Clemson. I swear to God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right. Good for you. Know what? Good for you for having the courage to throw it out there.
Really good.
All right. I asked that in the chat. By the way, Gregory Krug, this is a unique random question, but who, in your opinion, guys, was the most impressive person you met during Big 12 media days?
Cody Campbell.
All right.
Well,
way to kiss the billionaire's ass, Garrett.
Garrett, you are not going to get a check from him. You are not getting it. Oh, you might now. I'll send that the link to him with this interview.
Since Garrett picked a billionaire, you know, I think it's Kenny Dillingham for me. I mean, we'd never met him before. I had always been an admirer of his work, and I don't know. I love the way he thinks about football and recruiting, and he's a young guy who has new ideas, which is what it's going to take to make it in this new. You know, he's not one of these. I think that the era of the big personality coach that I do it this way and this is the only way I do it has got to go away because the rules do not benefit them anymore to do that. Like you can be like, this is what we're going to do at, Big Coach University. And you're like, yeah, but now the rules keep changing and you can't just steamroll your way through some things. So I'm very impressed to hear how he looks at building a roster, how he looks at building a culture, why he feels like he's different when it comes to coaching quarterbacks. He was the most impressive person to me.
We didn't talk to a lot of players because that's where my mind would go, but we did talk to one or two, and Chase Roberts of BYU is a very impressive young man.
Yep.
And I'm not, going to sit there and kiss BYU's ass for the sake of it, but I do think that everybody we've talked to from BYU has been ultra impressive. I mean, going back 2-3 years now.
Was it Batty last year at
Tyler Batty? Was a fantastic interview. Yeah. The young man, the receiver, whose name I'm forgetting, we interviewed him.
Cody Epps.
Yeah, Cody Epps,
a couple of years ago.
Fantastic interview. Chase Roberts, fantastic interview. I mean, they all are good. And so Chase Roberts, I'll say him because we didn't interview a lot of players. Like we maybe interviewed 3 or 4, maybe.
Well, we had 2 or 3. Well, Josh Cameron, Sawyer Robertson.
Right. I mean, the other guy I'd say would be Josh Cameron is always very impressive. But for the sake of not going, I mean, the coaches wise, it's hard to just pick a guy. Kalani Sitake's always really good, though. Like, again, going back to BYU, they are just fun guys to interview because they're just very good at it. So, Chase Roberts just for a little bit of a different answer because we didn't interview a lot of players. But I really enjoyed talking to all of the coaches. I mean, I think they're all unique in their own way. And Kyle Whittingham's different to talk to than a Kenny Dillingham or definitely a Dave Aranda or so on. But that's kind of what makes it fun is there's such a collection of different personalities and all just really great coaches. But, that'd be my answer.
Paxton said, and Kim, who was there, mentioned that the Scott Satterfield interview.
Yeah.
I thought he was extremely positive, but not in any kind of like trying to snow us a little bit. I thought he was just solid. I thought he had that edge to him like Neil Brown had a couple of years ago when he was at West Virginia and they were picked near the bottom of the league.
I mean, Rich Rod, you definitely get that like kind of BS with him for sure. Your BS detector kind of goes off a little bit, but not in like a necessarily a bad way.
Yep. In
an entertaining way. And so Rich Rod was really interesting to talk to for the first time. But I mean, you're right there, and it's a fun event to kind of when you sit back and realize how many people we talked to. It's kind of you have to kind of sit and think about it because it was so many. But Cody Campbell was awesome to talk to. Kenny Dillingham for the very first time. Josh Cameron, Sawyer Robertson.
I thought Kyle Visser. I thought Gundy and Prime were your best interviews.
Yeah. Those two and Matt Campbell.
Yeah.
Those were our 3 best interviews of the week.
Oh, my goodness. That Kyle Visser's kind of got a little full of himself here today. Appreciate the comment. No, I get it to throw them in there. Frost, edge, a little uneasy. By the way, I always send a card to anyone we get on as a coach, and I sent one. And, again, I know that it ended up being kind of an awkward day for him and even a lot of the national publicity around it. But I I don't think anyone was bad. I don't think anyone. He was just a little bit awkward.
You could tell he was a little bit beaten down by a lot of this stuff, or
Well,
my
God, what did he expect?
Yeah, and so I mean, it was different, but again, we'll see. We'll see how he does. Like, his job isn't to just do interviews with us.
Well, I mean,
if that was it, they would have. It's
not his job, but it is his job.
No, but I mean, like, that's the only
that.
part of his job.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, if that was the only part of his job, if Big 12 Media Days was what determined the playoff participant, Scott Frost would have probably not done it. But
did he do us after he was grilled?
No, before.
Okay. Well, that good Lord, it might have been even more, a little bit more edgy than that.
So,
as far as the players, the BYU guys are always incredible. They really, really are. And then, of course, the 12 coaches we had on, we appreciated. Who would you want to go have a beer with if, in fact, you drank beer, or just anything?
Rich Rodriguez. What are you talking about? I know that, like, after a couple, I'm not paying for any more with him. And I mean, he's the one who said, "Go Mountaineers, drink beers."
Yeah,
so,
he did.
I mean, I mean, that's.
He goes, I don't know what they do anymore, but if we win a big game, we're going to burn the couches.
Yeah, because we beat. I think he said, if we beat Pitt, I'm burning the couch.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.